OpenAI just shipped a feature that quietly admits Anthropic was right. As of today, June 18th, the Codex app can watch you do a task one time and then do that task for you forever. They're calling it record and replay. But the part almost nobody is talking about is what it actually creates the moment you hit stop. Because that one little detail tells you exactly where AI is heading next and how to get in front of it. Let me show you. Here's the news. Fast. Codex is OpenAI's coding agent, the one built into ChatGPT for Plus, Pro, Business, Education, and Enterprise users. Today, it got an update, version 26.616 on Mac. And the headline feature is Record and Replay. You turn on recording, you do some repetitive task by hand, one single time. And Codex captures every step you take. Then it turns that task into something it can run again on its own whenever you ask. OpenAI's president, Greg Brockman, described it in one line. He called it a way to teach Codex by demonstration. And his own team showed it off doing real things, like custom calendar formatting and drafting pull requests. So far, that sounds cool but ordinary. Stay with me though, because the real story is hiding inside the output. Let's be precise about what this actually does, because the examples are boring on purpose. Think about the tasks you repeat every single week: submitting a time of request, filing an expense report, formatting the same report the exact same way every Monday morning. Normally, to get an AI to do that, you'd have to describe the whole thing in painstaking detail, step by step, and then pray it understood you. Record and replay flips that completely around. Instead of telling it, you show it. You do the task once while it quietly watches. It notes the steps. It reads the windows on your screen. And it drafts a reusable workflow from what it saw. And here's the crucial part. That workflow is not a locked black box. It is inspectable and it is fully editable. You can open it up and fix a single step. That is a completely different relationship with the machine. You are not prompting it anymore. You are training it. Now, here's the part I really wanted to show you. When Codex finishes watching you, what does it actually save to disk? It saves a skill file, specifically a file named SKILL.md. Inside, it has a name, a description of exactly when this skill should be used, and the instructions the agent follows. It even accepts variable inputs. So next time you can hand it a new date or a new file and it adapts on the fly. Now, if that format sounds familiar to you, it absolutely should. Because that is the exact same skill format that Anthropic shipped for Claude Code. Same file name, same structure. The same idea of a description that tells the agent when to trigger itself. And the same clever trick of loading just the short summary first and the full instructions only when it's actually needed. OpenAI did not invent a brand new thing here. They adopted an open standard that already existed, and then they bolted a screen recorder on top of it. And that quiet convergence, that is the actual story. So zoom out with me for a second, because this is the moment that genuinely matters. For about 3 years, the entire skill of working with AI has been one thing: prompting, writing the perfect paragraph of instructions. That era is quietly ending right now. The new interface is demonstration. You do the work once, out in the open, and the agent learns the shape of it. Think carefully about what that means. Every repetitive thing you do on a computer is now potential training data for an assistant that will do it for you tomorrow. The most valuable skill is no longer describing a task in clever words. It is being the kind of person who notices which tasks are even worth recording in the first place. The people who win the next year will not be better prompters, they will be better demonstrators. Let's get practical about how this actually runs, because there are real requirements you need to know. First, right now, this only works on a Mac. Second, and this is the big one, you have to switch on a setting called computer use. That is the permission that lets Codex actually see your screen and control your mouse and your keyboard. Without it turned on, record and replay does absolutely nothing. When you record, it captures the steps you take, plus the details of the specific windows you are working in. And when you replay, it walks back through those same steps, but it swaps in whatever fresh inputs you give it. A new date, a new file, a new value. So one quick recording becomes a flexible, reusable tool. It is not a brittle old macro that shatters the second a button moves 5 pixels. Now, the honest part, because this is not magic, and you deserve to know the limits before you get excited. Number 1, it is Mac only at launch, so every Windows and Linux user is going to be waiting a while. Number 2, computer use means you are handing an AI agent the keys to watch and operate your real screen. That is powerful. And it is also a serious trust and security decision. Think hard about what you record and about what else is visible on your screen while you do it. Number 3. At launch, this is not available in the European Economic Area, the United Kingdom, or Switzerland. And number 4. It is rolling out gradually, so you might not see it the very second you update the app. This is a first version. It is not the finished product. So how does this stack up against Claude, now that they are using the very same skill format? Here is the honest scorecard. Codex's real advantage is the recorder itself. The ability to just show it a task on your screen and have a working skill written for you automatically. That is genuinely slick, and Claude does not do that one-tap capture today. Claude Code's advantage is depth and reach. Yes, you write the skills by hand, which sounds harder, but it gives you precise control. And Claude's agentic abilities and overall surface area are broader and more mature right now. But here is the beautiful part of all this. Because both sides use the same skill file format, a skill you build in one tool can, in principle, travel straight to the other. The open standard is the moat now, not the lock-in. So what do you actually do with all of this today? 4 moves. Move 1. Make a list of every boring, repetitive thing you do on a computer every week. That list right there is your personal automation goldmine. Move 2. If you are on a Mac with Codex, switch on computer use and record just one of them. Start small, pick something low stakes. Move 3. Open the skill file it creates and actually read it. Edit a step, tighten the description. Make it truly yours. That right there is where the real leverage hides. Move 4. Save those skill files somewhere safe. Because they are a portable, open format, you are not just automating one task inside one app. You are building a personal library of skills that will outlive whichever tool happens to be winning this particular month. Here is the one idea I want you to walk away with. We are watching the interface to AI change underneath our feet in real time. It started as a simple chat box. It became a coding agent. And now, this week, It became something that learns by quietly watching you work. The skill is shifting from what can I type to what is worth showing it. If you internalize that shift before everyone else does, then you are early. And in this game, being early is the whole thing. If this was useful, do 3 quick things so you don't miss the next one. Subscribe right here on YouTube and follow Hyperautomation Labs on both Instagram and Facebook because I break these down the day they drop. I also made you a free guide. It is called the Teach by Demonstration Playbook. It has 7 repetitive workflows worth turning into skills, plus a copy paste skill file template that works in both Codex and Claude Code. To grab it, just comment the word demo and I will send it straight to you. And if you want to go deeper, my full Claude Code and OpenAI Codex guides are linked down below. Now go find one boring task and teach a machine to do it for you.